right side, you then switch at the minute. If there is no side, you can feel free to just take a rest. You can take a rest anytime you need. Some of the exercises you can get through in a minute. Sometimes a minute's a really long time, or 2 minutes. So within that 2-minute time, you can sort of structure your actual workout. Obviously, the goal, if there's a left and a right, is to be even. Okay. So let me start you. We have, I think, 6 stations for the first round today. The first one being the pec fly here, TRX. Okay, so you're going to come up on your toes, abs nice and tight. Make sure that you maintain a little bit of an elbow bend here, but it stays locked out. Locked, in other words. So as you're coming forward, really the only joint that is moving is the shoulder. If you have shoulder issues, you're going to scoot yourself up, and you're going to be almost upright. If, Cynthia, if this doesn't work at all, we might just have you do the fly, but I'll have you do it on the stability ball, so you can really go down to like a 3 or 5 for that shoulder, okay? Let's go this way since I'm here. So there's a method to the madness and a reason why we did those hinge warm-ups here, because we're gonna flip the tire. Oh good, you got like good view right there. All right, so proper form of tire flip, super important. You're gonna walk yourself up, toe up to the tire here, and make sure, channel that body bar hip hinge motion, okay? Because you want the abdominals tight. All of your power comes through the hip drive. So I actually like to break down my hinge, so I'm actually hinging, and then I come into my squat. As you come up, you step it through, all your power comes through the hip drive and the legs. Now that being said, it's really important that as you drive, you also decelerate and stop. So your glute squeeze and your hips should end up right over the ankles. You want to be careful not to hyperextend into the back extension, okay? This one, yeah, your timing, so whenever you need a rest to catch your breath, you can, or just slow down your repetitions. You may need to watch out for the TRX person, and you're going to need to turn around before the battle rope over there. Okay. Crossover row. Feel free to adjust your cables as needed. You're going to make a big X here. Opposite arm grabs the cable, okay? Your arms here are nice and long. This actually, if you have tight shoulders and tight back, you might actually feel this is a nice stretch. You are going to row, elbows to the back, squeeze the shoulder blades. This is a pull, okay? This is not a push down with your hands. It's not a push out with your hands. In fact, your hands really just follow the motion of the back, right? So you're going to end up right here. Now, when I call time or you have a switch, here's what you're going to do. Don't let go of one. Other side. Okay? Don't get yourself all confused. I promise, if you let go, you are going to be confused. It's actually really fascinating how different one side will feel when you got the top and the bottom. Okay? All right. Do not panic over here. This might not be for, this weight might not be for everybody, but you can use kettlebells or you can use dumbbells to choose your deadlift weight, okay? This is 75 pounds. This is perfectly reasonable when you have the proper alignment and if you're pretty good on your range of motion. So, good mechanics, pick it up, squat down, abs are tight, you're gonna bring it up. Now, roll those shoulders back, okay? It's easier if you think about that bar rolling along the legs there, and then bring it back up, just like your body bar, okay? It's not about how far down you go, even if you have the flexibility. It's more about the hinge and the back staying nice and straight. If you find that those shoulders start to roll forward, which they sometimes do, when you come up, it's a good time to reset. Roll back and shimmy them out back. You're probably not shimmying too much with 75-pound dumbbell, but you have kettlebells and dumbbells here to choose from. All right. So we've got our, is this our smallest one? Let's take the little one. All right, let's do our pass-throughs here. So you're gonna grab the ball between the legs, get your inner thighs fired up. Thank you, tighties, my abs really hurt. All right, so you're gonna pass it to yourself. The shoulder blades come up off the floor, and then bring it down, and bring it back up. Now, from a forward perspective, you really wanna watch what that pelvis and the lower back are doing. There is a very easy tendency here to go into this arch, okay? You want to make sure you're able to keep your neutral spine, tuck it under, belly pulled in tight. All the pain should be the good pain in the front, not bad pain in the back. So if you're feeling lower back, bring it back down, reset everything, and you're gonna modify your range. So instead of trying to do the straight-legged, maybe you bend your knees. Maybe you don't go down as far with the legs, okay? So it should be challenging for you, but not in a bad way. Especially because you got 2 minutes of this one. 2 minutes. Again, for this one especially, you know, you're gonna take your rest wherever you need it, or multiple rests. All right, and last but not least, I think. All right, for battle rope today, you're gonna come into a little mini squat here. This fires up the front of the trunk, keeps your lower back out of it, okay? And you're gonna go left and right.